stay low.
We can code the alternative in another image altogether. And I will call this not the ceramic image, the fully automatic image, but the dramatic image.
Okay, there's no way I'm rolling this without the full pattern setup.
That's me, standing on a giant rock formation. And I'm going to roll this rock formation someday, but I'm going to bring all the pads and all the lens covers.
Not bad, it's semi-skatable.
So yes, really scouted this out well. I know exactly what to expect, and I have some expectations on that rock. Today was strictly an exploration skate. It was just a beautiful day. It drew me out. And when you're going outside on a great day, there's no better way to embrace it than by doing it on wheels. Did not mean to interrupt the flock. I did bump one a little bit with my camera. It's regrettable. I don't like that. And some new paint on a road I've been down before. That's one discovery. Today really is a day full of discoveries. Today was just like the most happening skate I've had, as far as like little bits of variety that I didn't expect and I couldn't force. That just happened. So yeah, loving the newly enhanced streets of Yorkville. This cobblestone is quite enjoyable on the feet. Nicely laid, quite flush. Sometimes pavement gives your toes and the bottom of your feet a very enjoyable sensation. So here I've remembered the foot puzzle that I love doing. Something that helps me with foot speed and making choices as far as how to approach patterns. Taking it a little fast, it was very hard to kill momentum here. I missed a few. Somebody was hitting on one too. But yeah, these are the kind of drills that lead me to be a little safer in situations on the street where I have to shift my weight from one foot to the other quickly. And another discovery, looking for a way through. Is this like a downhill alley into the center of Toronto? No, just a downhill alley into a parking lot. Which is fine, I enjoyed that little downhill, and I always love the challenge of stiff little uphills. Well, not always, but often. Now, I'm wearing the Adapt GTB here, and I can honestly say, guilt-free, even though it's my signature skate, that it's the best skate I've ever worn. I mean, it's not surprising because Adapt comes out with better and better skates every year. My last GTO was better than my previous GTO, and I had influence in this GTB, so I got the features I wanted. This skate takes 100mm wheels, 3 of them, or 4 84mm wheels. I enjoyed the 100mm wheels. They're very fast. I'll be on them again. But since I've been wearing the 84, even before the GTB, I'd found out that my wheel size was 84. It's just my sweet spot for this point in my life. I think for what I do, for the foot speed I need, the territory I cross, my height, everything, the 84 just gives me such dig. And it's very quick off the mark as well, so I love it on the long haul. Really does cross ground quickly, and the acceleration and agility on 84s is just amazing. And you couple that up with the responsiveness of the Adapt skate. It's the best skate in the world. You can get the Adapt GTB. Yeah, it's turning into commercial. Sorry about that. But if I'm going to talk about the GTBs, I should tell you where to get them, right? So you can get them at Pro Skater's Place. Pro Skater's Place carries all the padding I wear. They've got skis, electric, transport. They've got these crazy electric surfboards. Really want to try. So yeah, check that store out. It's got some amazing stuff. They have Ride It Electric is one store. It's on the link. And Pro Skater's Place is the place where I get all my gear. Okay, a slightly bigger discovery is this alley that cuts right through Yorkville, north to south, or south to north. Wide enough for a sprint, and very few people in it. Today is an unusual day in Yorkville, as I've seen very few people compared to usual, so maybe that was just a lucky day. I'll pass my rock again. And a beautiful stretch down a very rough road. So it's a very rough road, so it does reduce the amount of speed I can get, but the material it's made from is quite hard. The texture of it is a fairly speedy pavement. So all in all, it's a nice stretch, and it's a slight downhill too. Yeah, this is cool. I don't think this is easy going down a main street on the rear wheel. You gotta concentrate for that. It's another encounter I would not have expected today. And then back on my own at cruising speed. I do a fair amount of cruising where I'm not super deep, where I'm not sprinting. Sometimes taking my time is a valuable part of the experience, even though it doesn't always translate well on video. There is a little pressure for skaters to make things happen when they're skating, to do a little extra, and that's been good for my development. But sometimes the right thing to do is just soak it in. Skate at a medium pace and enjoy. I think that's where my one-footed coast comes from. Just relishing the moment and enjoying gravity and momentum. So I'm skating at a medium height here, which if you do a lot of city skating, you'll recognize as kind of a default position. Getting deeper now. But this does take a toll on the legs, and I am burning at this point. And getting a little taller again. Still almost low enough for me not to be ashamed. Drag stop, playing around with the slalom. A little goofy. And I always like to check and make sure I'm not jetting ahead of traffic. There's just a bike back there, so I'll be slowing them down. So this truly, to me, is maybe the most authentic form of flow I would engage in, where I've got no targets, no ideas, no little checklist of things I want to do, no inner voice telling me what I want to get for the audience. I'm just going exactly where I want to skate, and I'm stopping when I'm too tired to continue skating. And by doing that, I'm exploring a lot. Oh, here I... little argy-bargy with that bird. They're not terribly happy with my behavior today, and they fire a warning shot. There we go, boom. Little meat missile. Like, back off, fucker. And a few picturesque stops of Toronto City Hall. It's another experience today, what do you know? And it's with a cyclist again. Recognize this guy as being the lead cyclist very early on with his bike in his position on the outside. So I could have taken him at the light, but that's not what I wanted. I also didn't want to get in his way. I knew he had some jets, because I could see him pulling on his handlebars and completing that power circuit. So given an unimpeded stretch, I'd be working very hard to catch up to this guy probably after maybe another 500 meters to a kilometer. But this stretch, I feel quite fresh on. And here I'm wondering, am I creeping him out by skating too close? But then I started to get a vibe that he knew I was there and everything was cool. So yes, I let myself get even closer for a little bit of a windbreak. I'm not quite in his slipstream, but I do feel a bit of a windbreak being behind the cyclist. And to this point, I do know that I would usually be skating fairly hard to get some momentum, so I could blast up the other side of this little dip. And my momentum just carries quite nicely, and that might be because of the windbreak. And yes, time to peel off and give the cyclist some room. That was fun.
I was just about to say, you're pretty quick on those.
Oh, it's nice to tuck in behind you.
Yeah, I know. And I was paying attention to you too. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to see if I can like stay in front of you.
I saw how you were at the light, and how ready you were, and what bike you were riding.
Yeah.
So you got to follow.
Yeah. I'm actually just turning off there too, so it worked out perfectly.
I'm putting this thing away and skating like a punk.
Yeah, well, have a good rest of your day. Drive safe.
Take care.
Bikes of Toronto, you've been quite cool today. Thanks for that. You made my skate. So I started that sprint off feeling a little clumsy, so I wanted to redeem myself, and I held on to it a little extra long. And I like it. And if you've subscribed to this channel and you're a regular viewer, you'll recognize this as the home stretch. The home stretch never fails to provide opportunities for stops. I never get these lights. And yes, that was my day, a riotous day in the neighborhood. Thanks for joining, and please do subscribe for more adventures. Stay low.